Happy Monday, y'all. You are tuned in to an all-new episode of Point of View.
Yes. Okay, y'all. So yesterday marked 11 years. 11 years since the untimely passing of Whitney Houston. Y'all, oh my girl, not Nippy. I'm sorry. She was definitely one of my favorite singers, and her death was definitely a blow to the community. Speaking of Whitney and the Super Bowl, nobody did it better than Nippy herself. Okay, that Star Spangled Banner, the outfits, the notes, definitely still goes down today.
Yes.
I mean, as top 5.
Look at that.
I'm gonna say top 3.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She better
Top
pop
2,
a
not
vein.
number 2. We're gonna leave it at that, okay?
What? No, they blow.
It was the fist pump. She
vein,
knew.
okay.
She said, I gotta bring it up. So yeah,
Okay.
top 2, not number 2. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yes.
Okay, it was a hair for me, y'all.
So yeah.
Look. Speaking of Super Bowls, I know y'all saw Usher's halftime performance last night.
indeed.
Okay.
You know, I was
Listen,
tuned in.
he took the stage
take your shirt off.
entirely.
He did it for the little girl in me.
He had her up there. Okay, they was getting down. It was the outfit changes for me.
Man,
Like, they was
30
getting down.
songs,
Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay.
He put all 30 songs.
5 minutes.
I'm
Okay.
a little sad.
It felt like 5 minutes.
It did.
He didn't sing Daddy's Home. That's one of my favorite
didn't.
songs.
Girl,
I do
all
like
he would have
that
been able to
song.
say is "Daddy's home." On to the next song.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah,
did. That was
true.
it.
Very
But I'm
true.
glad he opened up
Yeah.
with Caught Up, because that took me back. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, and the kind of brother. They've been doing it my way. Okay, we ain't gonna.
Right. No, I
Y'all
really
ain't
did
watching,
enjoy
y'all
the
missed
whole
out.
performance, though. Like, I know there was a lot of, like, kickback on his performance, but he had brought out the Kappas. Like, he was doing his big one up there.
Yeah.
Like, Ludacris was there. Who else was there? Jermaine Dupri was there looking like a little leprechaun.
I was about to say, y'all saw them socks.
Okay.
Came out with her guitar.
I didn't even know her played the guitar.
Me neither.
She was getting down. I was like, hold on. Maybe she was just up there doing this. And they had a little
I
mic
was
up there
wondering,
that already had the
was-
music
no,
going.
she-
Was she notes really?
She real
Was
about
she
it.
really
She
doing
was real
that?
about
Like,
that.
she was a little late.
What's
but
she
went
really
like,
doing? She walked up on him too quick to really be on point. She was like,
No, my girl showed out. I didn't even recognize her at first for 2 seconds, and I was like, oh my God, that's
I
her.
knew that was her walking up there.
Oh my God. Her glasses.
No,
He brought out
y'all-
everybody. He was not selfish, and that.
No,
that
yeah.
was
Ursha, John, and Luda
Yeah.
had to do it again.
Y'all know who pissed me off though, and I can't even lie about it. Who really made me upset because she looked so good. This is what made me mad because she looked so good. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, okay? Alicia Keys came up there and was a key for the night, okay? Listen, she made me so angry. When she first broke out in song, that first note was like, girl, it threw me. I wanted to throw my remote at the TV. I wanted to take my cat and throw my cat at the TV.
Because I think, no, you sure is right
Girl,
about
I
that.
was mad. She was sitting up there looking so pretty in that nice cape. I was like, yeah,
with
she
the
about to.
matching piano now.
I said, she about to eat it up. She got up there. She was like, I said, I know she did not just ruin Usher's performance. He was getting down, and I know he was tired. And you gonna come up there and embarrass us like that?
That's why he went.
I thought it was a
her.
malfunction at first, because you know the
Listen.
TV was acting up.
Yeah,
when we was
no,
acting- I was like,
No, that was her. That was her. She needed to clear her throat and drink some tea. I know they had several rehearsals before they went on. That was insane. She tried to sabotage my boy, and I didn't like that. That was
I had to come
disrespectful.
back and hug her like.
and you already
it's
see the
okay.
drama that came from that. Also, them performing together. Everybody's making it seem like it was a big deal that
That he grabbed
he
her up
came
like
up
that.
from behind her and was like,
Well, you know, they used to date, like, way back in the day.
Really?
They used to date, like, way back in the day.
Oh, wow.
really?
Yeah, they used
They
to
probably
date.
went on a date because that would have been
Really?
a thing, though.
I did not know
No,
that.
yeah, they dated, like, way
So,
back in the day.
you know, she was really his boo.
Yeah.
Shoot, she hit that
Yeah.
door a little bit better.
Okay, you should have been up there, friend.
Let me hear some more. My
Usher.
my
That
Okay.
key would not have been on stage.
Okay, look, because
Oh.
she disappointed me, y'all. I
Yeah,
was
she
so
did.
upset with her.
She looked amazing. That walk,
She
I
did.
loved it.
Yeah.
That
She
little
did.
walk
She
that
looked
she
good.
did. I was
She
like,
had to make up for
hey.
them.
She got it
First
together.
goal.
She got it together. I'm not gonna lie. She got it together.
She
I'm not
did.
gonna drag her this whole show, but you know you had us messed up.
She did.
Not
But-
for the iconic song.
Right.
And that's what made me mad because you up there looking all pretty and we ain't heard from you in ages. Now you want to pop out and embarrass us like
She's
this.
been making new music. That it's just not been popping.
Where?
It just hasn't been hot.
Have you
So
heard it?
I heard a couple. It ain't been hot.
What else
it ain't
pissed
been
me
hot.
off about was how
Talk
they
about it.
panned
Talk
the
about
camera
it.
on Taylor Swift after every play.
You know there's an
You
agenda.
want to hear the reason?
You
or
know
you
there's-
want to hear the conspiracy? Which one?
I
you
want to
wanna
hear both.
We're gonna say both.
I was
Okay.
about to say, go ahead,
Right,
Janiyah.
right.
Hit it up
Which one you
first.
wanna
Go
go?
I'm
ahead.
just gonna say
What
my
you gonna say?
statement.
Let me see what
Okay.
you gonna say.
I just know.
No,
Okay.
I'm kidding.
No.
Come on,
That was
go
back
ahead,
to that
go
single
ahead.
joke.
No, it's,
Go ahead.
it's just. Oh, she got me back. Right? No, it's just like America doing America because
Okay.
America's sweetheart
Okay.
is with the biggest.
What is he? What's his
Titan?
name? What?
Yeah,
No.
Titan.
No, I'm gonna put.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Dun-dun-dun-dun. I knew you ain't know.
Let me
Look.
phone a friend.
Travis Kelce.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
Okay, I know a little
biggest
bit.
Titan
Uh-huh.
right now in the NFL is with America's sweetheart. So every time he did a little 1-2 in the game, they Taylor Swift.
Can you imagine how frustrating it
As
has
much
to be
as
for that team?
we would love to hear the conspiracy theory, we have to get to the next topic.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
That's fine. Join us later. Join us later. I have it for you.
Man.
In other news, you guys, if you found out that your partner's what would you do? Recently, Tyrese again. Recently revealed, baby boy Tyrese recently revealed that his girlfriend Zell left him because his newest album has way too many songs about his ex-wife. You guys, he was online like, she ruined my Super Bowl Sunday.
Always ruining something for him.
From me.
Oh my God. I need him to get a diary. He need to pull a Moesha and get on his bed and get to writing because
Facts. I don't know. See, I just feel like, you know what it is? It's one of those things where it's like, ugh. Neither of them are wrong in my opinion. If that's her boundary, that's her boundary. If she don't want you to just be like hung up, if she feels like, okay, look, you don't talk about your ex in this album and that album before and that album before, and now like this album, why is there so many songs? And if this is the boundary that she has, is if this is something that she knows she can't pursue if you are still doing this, then it is what it is. And Tyrese, if he wants to go ahead and put his experiences out in his music, then it is what it is. Y'all just not right for each other. That's just how
Clearly.
I feel.
This is like what, the third time they done broke up over
Clearly,
something?
this is how he makes his livelihood. You know what I'm saying? So to be with somebody in the industry who has such a name, you have to have tough skin to date people, to marry, to be with people who are actually entertainers or some type of celebrity status. You know what I'm saying? So for her to choose to be with Tyrese, however long she's been with him, and then all of a sudden now, you don't know where, unless he came out and said that, hey, you know, and he had a real conversation and he was like, this album, you know, I was inspired for this album that I'm releasing by my ex. Unless he came out and he said that to her, then I don't feel like she should feel how she feels because you don't know who those songs are for. You don't know, like these could have been old songs that he held on to and now he's just not releasing.
I'm afraid to be that
Entertainers
specific. They
combination.
probably did have that conversation because it's like, I didn't, who's this song about? This ain't about us. We ain't go to no restaurant downtown. Like, what is it?
Or meet on Peachtree.
That was about, that's about such and such. Oh, okay.
Not Hooters on Peachtree.
Yeah, it's like, what about track number 9? Like, it's,
But you gotta have tough skin though. That's what I'm saying. Like in order to date somebody who is very open in their music, and whether it's true stories or not true stories, you have to be open-minded enough to be with somebody. Or forget that. Not even open-minded enough. Secure enough in your relationship to know. This song might not be about, every song not gonna be about you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna always be about you. It might be about past experiences, but at the end of the day, if that person makes a livelihood off of their songs from their experiences, and you get to eat off of it, shut up. Sit back,
feel you.
relax,
What
enjoy
if
the
it's not
check.
creating a secure relationship for them?
Then she need to leave,
And what she did.
Well,
On Super Bowl Sunday.
okay?
I'm
She needs to
a
leave.
huge advocate for counseling. with my friend.
Aww.
Couples counseling.
Therapy.
I think that, like what Junie said, like, you gotta have tough skin and understand, like, this is what your partner does for real.
For a living.
Yeah, like,
It's
if he
a
don't
lifestyle.
have these experiences to sink now, if he's
But he
singing-
does have a lot of hits where he's talking about being in love and loving. So it's just like, okay, why do you want to talk about heartbreak when you could talk about how beautiful, like, one, I can go down the line because I love me some Tyrese, but it's just like, you
maybe
can,
heartbreak brings
a
him
lot
more
of
money.
his hits, a lot of his hits are about him being in love now. I'm gonna say that.
We taking a turn.
he wanted
I'm
to
just
try
saying,
something.
I'm just
What if that's
saying.
not working for him?
We taking a
no more?
turn and ain't working
But
no more.
okay, but a
Because you
whole
got all
album,
these-
a majority of them songs is about your
He gotta-
ex-wife.
No, he got to
Hang
keep
it up,
with what's
flat
going on.
screen.
You got
Okay.
Drake crying every other day. You got
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave, that was who.
And I love
And
them
that
both.
seems to be his thing. That
I
seems
love
to be
them
his
both.
Everybody's
thing.
crying, so he's like, you know what?
Let me join the wave.
Back then there was the wave of in love. You know, that's why people are like, oh my
We
God,
had
we need music back
112.
then.
We had Peaches and Cream.
You had a list of people, but now he's like everybody crying about heartbreak.
And
So
see,
let's
I
might
ain't gonna
as well
listen
hop
to it.
on
I ain't trying to be on that.
So what if your exes, you found out that your ex's previous relationship ended with a cliffhanger? How would you be able to continue?
What's really a cliffhanger? Let's
Like,
I was
you
gonna
know,
say,
like, you know, he's like, oh, we just fell apart.
How long has it been?
you don't just fall apart. Like
Yeah.
You
there's
do
a
though.
reason.
There's build up, but you do fall
Yeah.
apart. You fall out of love. I fell out of love.
But it's a
I mean,
build up though.
His
Yeah.
ex-wife did say like she regretted the divorce. Like
Yeah.
she, you know, and he considers her
She'd
as the
still
woman
be
that got
there.
away.
Yeah.
So there was a cliffhanger.
Girl, they miss each other. They just need to
that's
get back
messy.
together. Zelly, I'm sorry,
No.
baby. You got caught in the crossfire.
Damn.
Yeah, that
that's
ain't a cliffhanger. That's a mistake.
That's
Well,
messy.
Point blank.
Tyrese, I'm so sorry your Super Bowl Sunday got messed up. We're running out of, I'm sorry. We have to cut to commercial. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about how this comedian, listen, he lost his mind on Black History Month. He made a bad joke, you guys. Find out when we get back. You're watching POV.
Where you going? Don't go nowhere.
You should have grabbed them chips before the show started.
And where do you think you're going? We have more piping hot tea. But this isn't hot tea, though. This is just water.
Hold on, baby. We only got 10 seconds left.
9,
8,
7,
6, 5,
4.
3.
2.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we are all in the entertainment industry, right?
True.
Yes. Okay. And in the entertainment industry, a lot of the times our opinions can be misconstrued. You know.
True.
But when you're out of line, you just don't be surprised when you get called out. Okay. Upcoming comedian David Lucas recently made a really bad joke. Okay. He made a joke about George Floyd's death in one of his most recent comedy shows. You guys check out this clip.
Showed them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. That was...
Like, that is so insensitive.
I agree.
It's so insensitive. Like, why would you do that? First of all, why are you making... Ugh. I just feel like, first of all, you canceled your career. This is my opinion. You canceled his career before he even got started. Like, I don't know who he is. Like, I have no idea who he is. And it just sucks that this is how you are trying to, like, break through, you know.
During Black History
During
Month.
Black History Month, exactly.
Another
And, like,
black man.
Another black man. And on top of that, he was, like, really, like, I didn't like even the flow of the joke. Like, he had first, like, basically kind of, like, gave, like, the people.
Yeah, he acknowledged all the white folk.
acknowledged
I'm going
all
to
of
say
them.
it.
Exactly.
All the white
and then
folk
he
in the
was
room.
just like basically saying, and on top of that, you guys know, like the people, like a lot of people that disagreed with his joke or just didn't like it, they left.
Yep.
They literally
Yeah.
Walked right out, as
Yeah.
they should. And if I was them, I would dispute that charge too.
I'm trying
that.
to dispute.
No, I would have
charge.
disputed it. Took that money right out of his pockets. Because are you
Forget it, I
kidding
would've
me?
said, that's not funny.
That's
And
what
then
they
what?
said. That's
Yeah.
literally what some people
some
said.
girl said that when they were
Yeah.
They need Rotten Tomatoes and literally, what happened to them days?
Right.
When they was throwing stuff at the people.
No,
Oh my
girl.
People got too sensitive.
People die now off of that.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine being allergic to tomatoes.
Oh, girl, bye.
Crying.
Well, I mean,
Got a little itch. Go on and get.
yeah,
I
and
must be
me
funny.
being in like the comedy world, like, because you guys know I create comedy content, there have been some moments where I did create some content, and like later on I found out, oh, that probably wasn't the best joke. Oh, dang, I didn't know that was a racial slur or something like that. And then I apologized after. However, I would never make a joke like that. Like that. That is just an ugly joke to me. Like you, at the expense of like. You know,
It's very traumatic how it
it's
happened.
a very traumatic thing. It's like
Yeah.
one of the most traumatic deaths in Black history.
It
because
sparked a lot.
Yeah, and it like really highlighted police brutality, not highlighted, but it brought, you know,
Light
awareness
to,
to
yeah.
police brutality,
And Black
and you're
Lives
gonna
Matter.
use this as a
Yeah.
joke. And even when people are calling you out about it, you're just like still making jokes. At that point, stop joking. That's my opinion on that.
No, that's a fact.
Somebody
That-
I want to jump in. I do want to say off rip before I even jump down this rabbit hole real quick.
Lord.
So that was a terrible joke.
Yeah.
It was a terrible joke. On top of it being a terrible joke, I've never heard of this man before we got this. But I do feel like it was insensitive. I do feel like he could have took a different route with the joke entirely. Also, when we're talking about comedy, I genuinely feel like do your research on your comedians before you go to their show. They're liable to say anything because they're there solely for entertainment purposes. It's just like rap battling. Like there's no limit. There's no limit because people make racial jokes all the time. People make jokes about the Holocaust all the time. And then I really hate to be this person, but also like this was a tragic and traumatic situation in Black history. Yes, it was because did George Floyd deserve that brutality or to die the way that he did in the hands of people who we're supposed to call for protection? No, he did not deserve that ever. Like, and my condolences still to his family and everybody, you know, that feels for this situation. Let's also not pretend like George Floyd was Black Jesus, okay? He was a crack addict, right? He was a crack addict. Through the years of 1997 to 2005, he was convicted, 8 times? You know what I'm saying? Like he has a history of, you know, not exactly being a great person. He held a knife to a pregnant woman's belly. You know what I'm saying? So he's not exactly your ideal, you know, like model citizen. You know what I'm saying? But did he deserve to die the way that he did? Absolutely not. Did police take it way too far over a fake $20 bill? Yeah, they did. But also, you know, like, let's not pretend like he's Black Jesus, because he wasn't Black Jesus, you know. No matter what type of pedestal we want to set him on, I understand people being angry about the police brutality. Yes, let's be angry about police brutality because that was way too far. Also, he wasn't the best man alive.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. I do understand, like, you know, yes, he has a past and he has done some questionable things in his past. However, what happened to him wasn't based off of what he did. What happened to him happened because he was a black man, and that was it. Like there was no like, and the $20 whatever. If you had put a white person in those same shoes and they did everything that you just outlined, put a knife or whatever, everything you just outlined,
list, yeah.
but you put a white face on it and European features, that would not have happened.
I agree.
Absolutely would not have
I
happened.
agree. That's why I said, yes, let's be mad about the police brutality. Yes, let's be mad about that. And that's what it was, though. He got beat to death. You know what I'm saying? The police did that to him. And I'm agreeing and saying that was wrong. But also, let's not put him on such a high pedestal.
I don't think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think at
that
the end of the day, first of all, I don't know if you guys saw the clip. It was traumatic as all out.
Yeah.
And again, we're not putting him on a pedestal. We just don't think he's the butt of anybody's joke.
Yeah.
And especially a joke that poor. I mean, this man said, I wouldn't have put my knee on his neck. I would have shot him.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Are we supposed to laugh at that? Like, there's nothing funny about that. So, regardless of what he did, he didn't deserve. Nobody deserved that. And for now, this comedian to just be like, "Oh, y'all leaving? Oh, and not even start the joke. That was just the little beginning of it.
Yeah, that was the appetizer.
I'm over here. I'm hot right now because I'm just like,
Yeah.
when did comedy? Yeah, like. I get, yes, comedy is a raw form of expression. And if you take that away,
It's
we have
freedom of
nothing.
speech.
But still, you could have made somebody hee ha ha as something else. I don't care if you did, why did the chicken cross the road? That George Floyd being the butt of a joke, yeah, that man he done canceled himself. And now he's going to have to give an apology because the family could sue. They could sue him. I'm shaking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hot. Because that was just in such poor taste from a black man who that could happen to him.
Yeah.
And then he's going to want somebody to be like, oh, well, somebody help me, and they could really look at him and be like, nah, we should just shoot you. Like it's not funny at all. And
Yeah, it was insensitive.
Oh man,
it was.
That just is
I mean,
making
a
me
lot of
hot.
people are even
I'm not
saying,
agreeing
like,
with him.
we're
No,
living in
I'm not saying you are. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's just. I don't think we're putting George Floyd on a pedestal. So again,
No,
despite anything
not
that
us.
he did,
Yeah, no, I'm not saying us, like just us. I'm saying like black people as a whole.
I don't think we are.
I
don't
feel like a
think
lot
so
of people
either.
do.
I don't think
Everyone's
we are.
highlighting what happened to
Yeah.
him. I don't think anybody's really highlighting his past or making him like the poster child for,
Right.
being like Black Jesus or being,
That was still
Yeah, I
somebody's
don't-
son. That was
yeah,
still a brother.
a
That was
brother.
a black person. It could happen to anybody.
Yeah, he just so happened to be the person that it happened to, but it
Yeah.
probably could have happened to some of the black men that we love here that work in our
Could have happened to
studio
another
here.
child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of somebody's child. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's really what it's highlighting. But a lot of people were also saying like, oh, is this society very hypersensitive? Because you did mention when you are watching comedians or
your
when you
research.
sign up to go watch a comedian, you should do
Yeah.
research. And I do believe to a certain extent, I do believe that is true. You should do your due diligence and do research on your comedian because if you are a little hypersensitive to certain topics, then but there are some topics that I feel like you should not just go there.
Yeah, because
And that's one of
We
them.
can't control that
But
though.
in
We
his
cannot at all.
description,
Yeah.
It's not gonna say death jokes.
Yeah.
Of
No, but you can
And that
see
was
his
the first
taste
time.
of
That was
jokes
actually the
though.
first time he ever made that joke too in one of his stand-ups. He never did that before. So even if you did a lot of research, I don't think
you
you would
wouldn't
have.
even figure
Yeah.
that like that through the reason that we're talking about it is because it really threw everyone for a loop.
Yeah.
That's not even his style of like comedy. Like
Yeah.
we're like, oh, hold on, because like you said, there are Cat Williams talks about like the
Dave
Holocaust.
Chappelle.
Oh, he just
Let's
does
go
not
to the
care.
top. Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
And he always lets it be known. Y'all know what type of comedian I am. Don't come to my show and not expect to get your feelings hurt a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So he says this all the time.
Yeah.
And it's true. He talks about real stuff that's going on in the world. And some people gonna be upset.
Yeah.
But again, this is his way of expressing himself.
Yeah,
But-
because people make, like I said earlier, people make the racist jokes. People make, like they highlight the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? Like people make jokes about 9/11. Like people make all types of jokes. It just so happened, that with this joke, it kind of was just like, dang, like not during Black History Month.
It
You know
wasn't
what I'm
even a
saying? Like
joke.
you
Yeah.
come and you say this. You know, I don't agree with what he said. I do think it was ignorant.
Yeah,
I think
very.
it was very ignorant him to come out and say something like that. You know, and the people that got up and left, like, you know,
Kudos to
respect
y'all.
to y'all.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Kudos to
saying?
y'all. Yeah.
Also for the people that stayed, which I'm pretty sure was majority white people.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it
Yeah.
is what it is because they're there for entertainment. You know, like not everybody takes. At the end of the day, like he as a comedian only viewed that as a joke. That's why he kept going. So honestly, like looking from another angle of the table, kudos to him too for still standing up there and not walking off because so many people are just like,
Who,
boo.
David Lucas? He didn't have to walk off. He could have apologized. He could have been like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I took it too far.
Yeah,
coulda,
nonetheless, he should have stopped his jokes there. I mean, there
Yeah.
have been a lot of other comedians that would make their jokes at the expense of, you know, Black historical figures that passed away, and it's unfortunate. But we do want to take the time to acknowledge George Floyd. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Nobody should have to go through that, and you know, I just don't have
Let's
the
just-
words.
yeah, let's just remember him.
Yeah, remember him.
The
But,
man.
yeah. Sorry, guys, we are running out of time. Catch us back here, same time, same place tomorrow.